On this night, this silent night, this whole...
Good morning guys, it is Tuesday. Welcome to another vlog. The lighting is weird because it's very dark outside because it's like 8:15 and I've got to go and get my nails done. So I'm getting my nails done today. It's mine and Dan's 3rd anniversary today, so we're going to go out for food, for some lunch, and then we've got like a spa thing booked in, so I'm going to bring you along to what I can of that. But yeah, another weekly vlog. I'm probably gonna film this across the next week. That's the point of a weekly vlog, or just pick a few days where I've got stuff going on, but I've got quite a lot going on for this vlog, so I'm definitely excited to take you along. But yeah, nails are first on the agenda. So today I'm getting my Christmas nails done. I get Builder Gel, and I go to Harriet. She's based in is it classed as Bradford or Leeds? I don't know. It's between Bradford and Leeds because it's between where I live and my mum and dad's house in Bradford, and she is amazing. Like, she's been doing my Builder Gel for the past like 2.5 years, I want to say. We took a break because she moved to Australia for a bit, but then she moved back, and I wouldn't trust anyone else with my nails. Like, to be fair, I've only had these for like 4 weeks, so stop yappering and let's go get my nails done. I think we're gonna go with a deep red. Deep red is what I'm thinking. Deep red, deep brown, or deep green. This morning, this is gonna be my music of choice. I love this album. This album is giving like 2000s girly pop album in the best possible way. Okay, I will see you when my nails are looking a bit more stark, a bit less unnatural. I've pulled up to Harriet's, which is just there where the fairy lights are. I'm back! These are my nails. We went with like, I think this colour is actually called Cherry. Oh my god, my fingers are so cold that my fingers like, I think this colour is actually called Cherry, but we've basically just done a really like high gloss, deep reddish brown, and this is like the perfect colour that I wanted. Every time I was looking on Pinterest and I was looking for like deep red nails, they were a bit too red, and then when I was looking for brown, they were too brown, whereas these are like, I feel like these are really quite perfect. So I'm very happy with them. I have now got some coaching work I need to do. One of my clients is really struggling at the moment with food and stuff, so I'm gonna do her a little video, just like as an extra, just to help her and make her feel as supported as possible, because it's a very hard time of year for people that struggle with food, so I want to make sure that she feels fully supported. And then probably gonna get ready, to be honest, because we're going for lunch at like 2 and it's like 11 AM now. But yeah, and then I will also show you what I've got in my advent calendar the past few days, because I think the last vlog I only took you up to day like 7, so I've got a good few days to show you. But yeah, I might actually insert some of the clips of me speaking with my client because I think it could help. So I might record it and pop in some clips for you guys and see if you guys find it helpful. You don't want to be trying to stick to a deficit because it's too stressful, you've got too much going on. That is an option, and we can just bump you up to maintenance for the next few weeks. A lot of my clients have already bumped up to maintenance for this month because they've got too much going on and they don't want the stress of trying to lose fat or diet over Christmas. I would always honestly argue that the more you try and cut a certain food out or a specific food out, the more you want to eat it. It's not just about the calories and macros, it's also about what you enjoy, and you are not going to stick to this dieting phase if you are trying to restrict yourself of everything that you enjoy. Growth mindset, and like, you know, when you have a bad weekend or you have a bad day, accepting it for what it is, a bad weekend or a bad day. It doesn't need to roll on, it doesn't need to become a bad 4 days, it doesn't need to become a bad week, it doesn't need to become a bad month. You can nip it in the bud there and then and just accept it for what it is, rather than thinking, oh well, I've messed my Saturday up now, so I may as well mess my Sunday up as well, and I'll just start again on Monday. The days I haven't shown you in my advent calendar, so let's do it. I showed you up to day number 7, right? Day number 7? I think it was day number 7 because I remember showing you the hair stuff. So then in day number 8, I've never had one of these before. It's a perfume gel, so it comes in like a pen, you click it up, it comes out, you put it on your hand, and it's in the pomelo. So Joe Loves is actually Joe Malone's brand. Ow! Jo Malone has nothing to do with Jo Malone anymore. Fun fact for you. Door number 9 was a Fenty nude lipstick in the shade Pose Queen and a voucher for Fenty Beauty and Harvey Nichols to get your makeup done, which is really cute, to be honest. It's a nice little different idea. And then this is a lipstick. I accidentally smushed it, but it's this sort of, wow, beauty. Door number 10, what was in door number 10? Door number 10, door number 10. Oh, it's down here. And then door number 10 was a sleep themed drawer. So it had in some 10% CBD sleep drops, which is so cool. And the packaging on this is so cool for CBD stuff. Like, it's giving bougie. And then the Neon Perfect Night Sleep Pillow Mist, which is, again, I've had this before. Well, not the pillow mist, but I've had this fragrance in like oils and stuff, because I actually have the Neon diffuser, like the electrical one. In number 11 was Momo. I've never heard of this brand, I've never tried it before. So it was Momo shampoo and Momo conditioner. It's the yellow melon and extract one. But again, these are like really decent sizes. Which is today, we've got the Kate Somerville, which I've never tried anything from this brand before. The goat milk, the goat milk sensitive skin moisturizing cream. And yeah, I've heard great things about Kate Somerville. Like, I've never actually tried anything. And it's like a 50ml. It's like a, I mean, I don't know if this is like the mini of it, but it feels pretty full size to me. And I love how it comes out. So it's one of those things where it's like a little pump in the middle and you press it down and it comes up. I won't do it again, but it feels really, really, really nice. So yeah, I'm excited to give that a go. But I'm still very much loving my nails. I have no regrets. Usually when I get a solid colour, I'm not even gonna lie, within like 2 hours I'm like, oh, shouldn't have done this, but I'm not feeling that way, which is good. So I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna go to House of Food. So yeah, probably just gonna put jeans and a bodysuit on because it's miserable outside. Happy anniversary.
It's tomorrow.
I know, but
we're celebrating today, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Let's do a quick, oh, it's really zoomed in. Whoa, it's even more zoomed in. We're going for food and then we're going to the spa later. I've just put on a Skims bodysuit, my Zara like wide leg jeans and my 1960s because it's very casual. And Dana's got on, is it a Zara shirt?
Yeah.
And your new jeans.
New jeans.
New jeans, anyway.
I'll tell you what I'm ready for. Fucking going to Turkey, getting this hairline touched up, you know what I'm saying? Jesus.
Get some plastic surgery.
It's seen bad days.
Anyway, we're gonna go get food. Goodbye. So we had food and it was delicious, and then we got back and basically Dan's just parking up. That's what the squeak 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 is. Basically when we got back, the person who like owns the, well, the person who basically, one of Dan's friend who owns the building that Dan's apartment is in was like, oh, no power for the next 6 hours, like something with like a massive thing that supplies all the power for all the stuff basically was going to blow up, so they've had to turn everything off. So we were going to chill at home for like an hour and a bit and then come to the spa, but we were like, I mean, it was dark and we can't get a light on. Like, there was, honestly, I felt like I was in a Victorian, so there was nothing to do.
You didn't know what to do with yourself.
I curled up in a ball. I was like,
my phone's not working, the lights aren't working.
I couldn't get my 4G to work. First world problems, definitely. But yeah, so then we were like, we'll just leave early. So we left early and we just went somewhere called the Harewood Arms, which is like the cutest little pub. They've got a digital detox, you're not allowed your phones in there. Strictly no phones, no laptops, no tablets. And they had no like Coke Zero. Like, they don't do any of like the big brand lagers either. They were all like unique ones.
It was all from a local brewery.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But anyway, now we're at the spa. We've just pulled up. So we're gonna go in. I'm not gonna record in the spa on my camera for obvious reasons. I'm gonna look like a pedophile. So I'm not gonna do that.
Kids in there.
Okay, pervert. I don't want to be a pervert. So I will get some little clips on my phone and I will insert those. But the spa we go to is Running Park. It's so... Hello.
Oh my god, that's not a flattering angle.
It's so reasonably, not even reasonably priced, it's really, really, really cheap for what you get. So
hey,
you can get like package deals.
Calling me cheap?
No, I'm not calling you cheap. I'm just saying it's very like, it is like unbelievably well priced for what it is. I think about the other spas.
Yeah,
they cost so much money and they're not even that nice. So yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy the spa for a few hours, detox even more, and yeah, I will see you in the spa, love. Guys, look at the Christmas lights. I feel like you can't tell what it is right now, but it's like little reindeers. I don't know why my cold's just all of a sudden started getting worse, but look at it. It's so cutesily decorated. Look, reindeers. Like, how cute is that? So cute. Spa time, this is where we're going. Saturday today, so I've not vlogged for a good few days for reasons I will explain later, because we actually need to go and do a shit ton of Christmas shopping. So we're gonna go and do some Christmas shopping. I keep forgetting that Christmas is basically a week away. I need to sort everything today, so anything that I don't find today I'm gonna have to come back and order, but I have got everyone to buy for other than my sister, and we're a week away from Christmas. So I also don't doubt that by the time this video goes up there will still be people who haven't started Christmas shopping, because I know that some people do literally do it all the day before. From when I worked at TK Maxx over one Christmas, people would come in on like Christmas Eve and they'd be buying everything. But to be fair play, fair bloody play. So yeah, I found some cute stuff in Anthropology yesterday. I also found a nice chair, but she was £1,500, so not going to be getting the chair. But I found loads of really cool stuff. If you've got anyone in your life who's into like cool kitschy scarves, bags, like home decor sort of stuff, like bowls, plates, mugs, 100% recommend checking out Anthropology. It's a bit expensive, but I know that stuff from there is going to be perfect for certain people in my family. And then John Lewis is such a staple. If you are ever like, where am I meant to do my Christmas shopping? Get yourself to John Lewis. You can be in and out within 20 minutes and you'll have probably done 90% of your family. So yeah, we're gonna go and do that. I will just quickly show you what I've got on today. It's a very, 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 very simple outfit. I've literally just got my Origin tracksuit on. So I've got my wide leg pants, my 9060s and the hoodie on in, I nearly said quartz grey then, but no, not quartz grey, that's my trainers, in Overcast. I've actually been wearing these a lot, like a lot, which I knew I would, but I feel like they've grown on me quite a bit more. I have to say is that was the biggest, fattest, fairest Christmas shopping trip I've ever done. I bought one thing, I bought a mug. It was just very, very busy. I mean, to be fair, I don't know why I didn't think, like, it is the week before Christmas. The Christmas markets were rammed, everywhere was rammed, and actually it was too busy to get my camera out, so I didn't actually end up filming anything. But honestly, we didn't do much anyway. We went into Anthropology where I bought a mug for someone, then we went into John Lewis and pretty much walked straight back out, because I know I was saying it's like a 15-minute job but you can get it all done. Not with those queues, baby girl. So I've come home and I've decided I'm just going to order everything. So I actually really need to get a wriggle on because I can't afford for things to be delayed. So that's what Mama needs to be doing. So that's what we're going to be doing. I also want to sort out my perfume collection at some point today. So people did actually request that I give a perfume collection tour, because I don't know if I don't really speak about it much on YouTube, but next to activewear, perfume is like my second vice. I love, just love perfume. I love fragrance, so yeah, I feel like that would be a nice little insert, and I'll tell you which ones are my favourites for this time of year. Before I'm doing that, I have just been working on some work stuff. I'm just working on some Christmas presentations for my coaching clients. So basically what I do with my coaching clients, every single year since I started my coaching, they get a video that goes out 1 to 2 weeks before Christmas, basically explaining different plans of action we can take for approaching Christmas and the new year. And then in the final check-in that we have before Christmas, which is coming up next week, we will basically come up with like a personalised one-to-one plan for them, plan of action for Christmas and what they're going to be doing, and New Year, just so even if they're taking it off, just so I know where they're at with it, so that come January I know exactly what's been going on, and it doesn't feel like a sort of shock to the system. And I'm also going to be asking them to do their goals during that week between Christmas and New Year, so that we can go over those in check-ins as well. I'm going to do a presentation on alcohol as well for them, because a lot of people are drinking around this time of year. And yeah, I might actually do one on goal setting as well to help them with goal setting, so I might actually do that as well. But yes, that is what I'm going to be doing. I apologise because I feel like this vlog it's not my finest work. It's definitely not my finest work, but essentially what happened was, so when did I last vlog? Tuesday. Wednesday, I think I was okay on Wednesday, but I had a really busy work day and I'd already decided I probably wasn't going to film on that day. And then Thursday I woke up and I was in agony, like agony. And basically I've got like a rib out from when I had like the flu. My cough has been really bad, and I think from coughing so much I've basically given myself like a strain, and like my rib was like, honestly it felt like someone had a knife in me. I couldn't breathe properly, I couldn't walk like standing up properly. Coughing, I still needed to cough, but coughing was so painful, so honestly I was like crying, miserable, in agony, not able to train. I've not been able to train because of it. My sacroiliac joint is also jammed, so I haven't had much to show you, and it's really annoying because I wanted these vlogs to be super like fun and festive, but I am going to see my mum and dad tomorrow, so at least we can get some Garth content in the vlog. And I'm just going to try and pack as much as I can in this vlog tomorrow, and today and Monday a little bit as well. So yeah, that is why I haven't been vlogging, and that's also why, so I plan to do 3 videos a week for Vlogmas, but that's also why I'm not going to be posting a video tomorrow, because I don't have anything to post. I was going to do a gift guide video, but then the day that I was meant to film it on I was in absolute agony, so I've not been able to do it, and now it's just way too close to Christmas to be doing that, so I'm not actually going to be able to do that. But yeah, so I think my last 2 Vlogmases, I think this will be my last Vlogmas, and then hopefully I can get back in the gym so that I can film. I want to do like a mic'd up training session, and then let me know if you guys want it. But I was thinking of doing a goal setting video again this year like I did last year, doing like a mood board and goal setting video together, to put up the week between Christmas and New Year's. I'm gonna crack on with my Christmas shopping and presentations, and I'll see you when I'm like sorting out my perfume collection and we can discuss the scents, because I've got some goodies. I've got some new ones as well. I've just popped a spot on my head, which is why I look like this, but yesterday I did the work I showed you I was doing. I ordered all my Christmas presents, which I'll show you because I'm quite proud of myself. It was like, Dan's here, it was like the speediest Christmas shopping you've ever seen. I've got a few things left to get, but I pretty much boxed it all off. And then we went to go and watch Wonka, which is so good. I saw that like the critic reviews of it were very good anyway. Could you just pop my bag down there? I saw that the critic reviews of it were really good, but I'd seen quite a few people saying like it didn't have like the charm or anything of the other ones, but I really liked it. Like I can't really complain about it. I feel like it was nice, and it's nice to watch a film that's just lovely. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't depressing or like dark or like I like watching things with a deeper meaning, but it wasn't, you can easily watch that, like that's got rewatch value. And the 2 guys from Horrible Histories were in it. Iconic behaviour. Anything to say, Daniel?
Not yet.
He's not alive yet. Anyway, I will see you at Mum and Dad's house. We did put the angel on the top. I'm saying we did put the angel on the top. I couldn't remember whether we did. Oh no, I wouldn't let her put the star on the top because it looked weird. So we've got that. She's tinsel free. We've just got tinsel on the frame. Baubles and lights. With a silver, purple, and pink theme. And then we've got fudge.
Oh.
No. Fudge won't come out today, although I will say he's looking rather chunky. He is chunky. He's a chunky little boy. Can't get a good... No. He just sits there. What are you reading?
I suppose.
Do you have any words of wisdom, Garth?
Do I?
Have any words of wisdom?
No, he doesn't. Don't buy your underpants from boys.
See, never buy underpants from boys.
You always say that.
And be kind to everyone.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely.
Ah, well. It's the way the world should work.
But it doesn't.
Has been sent off in that one, but Ollie Watkins
And Boris Johnson should be sentenced to be a bin man for the rest of his life.
Do you know what everyone says? Dad, everyone says that you should be Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Well,
Might be a bad idea.
Don't know about that.
I could probably do a better job than Boris Johnson.
Well, it's alright. We don't have him anymore.
Yeah.
Good morning. I am finally gonna do my perfume collection with you guys because I'm just getting ready for the gym. I'm gonna pick a scent for the day and then I'm gonna just talk you through my perfumes and then we'll go and hit Upper Body together and then we will round out this vlog. This is gonna be my final weekly vlog. I know it's not been the best, but some people have still been really enjoying the vlog, so I want to post it anyway. It's not gone to plan because there was a lot of things I planned for certain days for the vlog and I couldn't do them because of my rib, so I do apologise, but I've tried to cram stuff in where I could, so I hope it's still been okay. But anyway, my perfume collection is quite frankly a mess right now. Like, some of my perfumes are on this shelf. I've got some here and then I've got even more down there, so I'm gonna grab them all and show you. But I think for today, I was already thinking about this, for today I think I want to wear this. And also with your perfume, always store them somewhere like dry and not in direct sunlight. But yeah, I will grab all my perfumes and I'll talk you through them. So these are all my perfumes that I have. I do have quite a few. I just want to preface this by saying I do have quite a few, but I've built these up over quite a while. And in terms of where I get my perfumes from, sometimes just from the store or Selfridges or Harvey Nicks. But a lot of these are actually from, what's it called, Natino or All Beauty. Those are both two really good websites which basically do a lot of designer perfumes for a bit cheaper. I don't know how. Everyone says that the perfumes are legit, so I'm not sure exactly how they get it cheaper, but that is where I get a lot of my perfumes from, and I've saved quite a lot of money through doing that. So I don't know what order to do it in. I'll start with one of my first proper expensive perfumes. So this was one of my first really expensive perfumes. It's Maison Francis Coeur de Jean Baccarat Rouge 540. You will have heard of this if you're into perfume. It was very popular. And my story with this is the same as a lot of my perfumes. I hated this at first. Molly May was wearing it and everyone was raving about it. So I bought a sample and I smelled it and I was like, this is what people are raving about. But I'd sprayed the sample on my coat and then for like 3 weeks afterwards, I was like, what is that smell? Like, it smells really good to me. Some people just get dentist office with this. I actually find, when I looked at the notes of this and I saw it was like amber and stuff, I find this quite like sweet as a scent. I'm so shit with notes, guys, so I'm just gonna give you like the personality of each perfume because honestly, some of these I look up the notes and I'm like, I don't get that at all. So I just don't really understand notes, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend I'm a perfume connoisseur. Your girlie just likes what she likes. But I would say this is like a clean girl, a clean sweet girl scent. She's clean, she's sophisticated, but she's also a little bit of a cutie pie. I don't find this like a really seductive fragrance, even though like Dan really loves it. I don't find this a seductive fragrance. I feel like this is clean girl, sophisticated, but sweet. She's sweet. I wear that any time of year, summer or winter. I don't really notice a difference in how it performs. Jo Malone Myrrh and Tonka is a perfume I got for Christmas from my mum. I'm pretty sure I got this last year, and this is a Christmas time only scent for me. This smells like Christmas to me, and it's a dark Christmas girly scent. It's the opposite of like Christmas cookie. It's a sophisticated Christmas scent. Definitely not something that everyone will love, but I really like it. I do think, and I've got the intense version by the way, I do think this leans slightly more masculine, but I actually really like masculine fragrances, so that's not a problem. So yeah, this is for your Christmas dark, mysterious, grown-up baddies. It's definitely an older scent. It's not like young, fun and fresh. We have then got the complete opposite of that, which is, well, I say opposite, I would still say that my Xerjoff Herba Pura is a very deep scent, but it's also, it just smells bright. I don't know how to describe it. This is like a nighttime scent for me, or in summer, I do wear this in the day. It gives my mum a headache. It's very strong. This is the strongest perfume I own. If I put this on a t-shirt and put it in the wash, when that bitch comes out the wash, I can still smell this on it. It's like a, I would describe it as like an oudi mango. It's like a deep, rich mango tropical scent, and I don't even think mango is a note in this, but to me, I get rich mango. This is like a rich girl mango scent. It projects an insane amount, and this is one of my like top fragrances. I absolutely love this fragrance. So yeah, if you want like a bad bitch scent that's like fruity at the same time, it's not just like a oud scent, and I don't even think this has got oud in it, but it's just like a deep mango sort of scent. 10 out of 10 recommend her. Moving on, I'll do my Mancera ones. So these are more recent for me, which is why they're so full, but I've got Velvet Vanilla and I've got Roses Vanille. So Roses Vanille straight away, if you go to Zara and buy Rose Gourmand from Zara, it smells the exact same. Some people find that this has really, really, really good longevity on them. I personally don't, and so for me, I wouldn't say this is worth the money. I would just get Zara Rose Gourmand instead, because I don't find that this lasts on my skin at all, and my sister tried it as well, and she said it didn't last on her either. It doesn't last well on me, but on other people it does. Maybe I should try layering it with like oils and stuff. I mean, if you smelt Zara Rose Gourmand, that is what it smells like. It's like a boozy, jammy rose sort of scent. And then Velvet Vanilla, I know that this is meant to be like a straight up vanilla, but when I googled it and it came up that it has like white floral notes in it, to me that makes more sense, because I've got like your sugar cookie vanilla scents, and this is not that. This is more like marshmallowy, very sweet. To be honest, this isn't actually my favourite. I do like it, but it's definitely not my favourite. It's very strong, and I can't wear it if I'm going to be like sweating, because the smell gives me a bit of a headache. It's very, very sweet and very strong. Okay, it's definitely not my favourite perfumes though, and I know that that's a really unpopular opinion because a lot of people love Mancera, but they're not bad. They smell nice. I like how they smell. They're just not my favourites, and they don't last well at all on me. But yeah, and these are like cutesy girl scents. These are like for the sweet girl that wants something sweet. They're very girly. They're very potently sweet. I recently picked up Creed Carmina. Now this is like not a crowd pleaser. Some people find that this smells really medicinal, and at first spray it definitely does smell quite medicinal, but basically what happened with this was we were going through Dubai Mall and we walked past the Creed store and I was like, it just smelled like straight up like raspberries, and I was like, what is that smell? So we went in and I asked them if they were like spraying something out of the doors or what it was, and she was like, it's Carmina. So I thought about it, took a sample of it, and then I ended up going back and buying it. I don't like the initial scent of this, but I love how it smells when it's dried down on me. Cherry raspberry sort of scent. I've tried other cherry fragrances like Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, but I mean the joke there is it's lost cherry because you spray it and then you can't smell it anymore. It's got no longevity to it at all on my skin anyway, and I know a lot of other people. This has definitely got a lot more to it. It's not straight up cherry, it's not straight up like raspberry fruity scent. It's a really deep scent. It's very unique. I don't have anything else like this in my fragrance collection. This is like a baddie grown-up scent. I would probably say that this is more of like an autumn winter scent for me than through the summer, just because of how sort of, I don't know, it's giving more Christmassy autumnal vibes than summer, but I've not had it in a summer yet, so we'll see. But yeah, Creed Carmina for like a, she's a baddie, but like a grown baddie. And again, it's not a crowd pleaser. None of these, they're all quite strong. Please get a sample, do not take my word for it. You might absolutely hate them. I find Perfume to be really like individual like that. As I've just spoken about Tom Ford, I will go over my Tom Ford perfume, which is the Soleil Brûlant. Now this rich bitch sun cream. This is like a rich bitch sun cream scent. It smells like expensive sun cream. Now you might be thinking, why would you want to smell like that? I really like this scent. It's exclusively a holiday scent for me, or in the height of summer if it's really hot in the UK, I will wear it. But like sun cream scent is the best way I can describe it. The only thing I would say is the packaging on this is shocking. Like this perfume was really expensive, and as you can see, the gold has like come off, so not a fan of the packaging. But for Tom Ford fragrances, I don't find many of them last long at all. This one actually does, and I really like it, and every time I wear it I do get compliments on it. I'm gonna do my Montal fragrances next. So I'm not including, I've got a lot more perfumes in like little samples, but we'll be here all day if I do those. So, but I am going to include these because they're bigger samples. So Montal do like a discovery set. So I got Sensual Instinct, I got Intense Cafe, and I got Arabian's Tonka. Very specific scents, and I've actually found that with a lot of these they give me a headache, and that's rare for me. That is rare for me because I like a strong fragrance and I don't find that they ever give me headaches. But yeah, like Intense Cafe can really give me a headache sometimes, like really quite badly. Intense Cafe, I do actually find it lines up with the notes. It's like a coffee rose scent, so if you like that you will love it, but be aware it's a very strong scent. And again, this reminds me of like a really pretty bad bitch scent, and I would say you can pretty much wear this year round, but it's more of a nighttime scent. In the day it does give me a headache, but when I wear it at night it's not too bad. And then I got Sensual Instinct because people were not comparing it to Baccarat, but people were like, if you like Baccarat you'll like this, and I can sort of see what they mean, because when you smell it out of like the thing, it's low-key giving dentist office. I can see why people would make the connection, but I do prefer my Baccarat Rouge. And again, there's something in this, I don't know what it is, but there's something in this that gives me a little bit of a headache. It's not as bad as Intense Cafe, but there is something in this that gives me a little bit of a headache. If I had to pick this or Baccarat Rouge, I personally do prefer Baccarat Rouge. But yeah, Sensual Instinct, and then Arabian's Tonka. Now this is like a straight up like very masculine, like oody aftershave scent, but I actually really like this. It's probably my favorite of the three. It's very masculine, so this is a very commanding scent. If you want to command a room, if you want people to be like, whoa, that is a strong scent, Arabian's Tonka might be for you. But this is definitely more masculine leaning, so if you're a real girly girl you won't like this. But if you are someone who tends to like if you like the Initio fragrances, which tend to be, they're unisex but I find them more masculine leaning, you will probably really like this. But this is like a grown bad bitch, has like incense burning in a home scent. Alone Pomegranate Noir. This is like a really basic scent, but I know that some people hate Jo Malone. I just don't hate it. like they do have some nice fragrances. It doesn't last that long on the skin, but I've had this a while. It's nearly done. I probably won't rebuy it when it's done, but I like this in like the candles. It smells really, really good. And this is like a fresh, clean scent with a little bit more depth to it, but it's not as dark as like the other ones I've shown you, like my Herba Pura or the ones I've just spoken about. It's not like as deep and dark as that, but a sweet girl scent with a little bit more depth to it, maybe like an entry level. I know it gets like the granny rep. I actually think they smell nice, unpopular opinion, but yeah. Then I'm going to talk about these two at the same time because they're actually not the same, but they are quite similar. So when I was in London, I picked up the BDK Perfumes Tuberose Imperial, and then I've also bought Linda D's Givenchy. This is like the red one, like the Rouge Intense one or something. I don't know, but these both smell not too dissimilar. Essentially, this is more of a warm, cozy version of Tuberose in my opinion. This smells like a warm hug. It's really, really nice, and it's so different to anything else I've just shown you. This is like a warm golden retriever scent in my opinion. A grown-up golden retriever scent would be this one, and then this is like the bad bitch little sister. This is a much deeper, sexier version, and I know I've picked this for like my gym perfume today, but it's not too dark to where you can't wear it during the day. But for both of these, for me, these are more winter perfumes than they are summer. So yeah, these are definitely more winter perfumes for me. So that's those. And then I've got my Delina exclusive. I bought this earlier this year, and this has been probably my most worn and my most worn complimented fragrance of the year, if not ever. I have never, ever, ever had perfume compliments or like, what is that smell, like I do when I wear my Delina exclusive. And I know there's a running joke about people being like, Delina exclusive, whereas making sure you know it's the exclusive version, but I do genuinely prefer it. I just think it's more interesting. It's got a little bit more to it. I find it a bit less rosy, and the thing about this is, and like some of my fragrances have also got rose in, I don't like granny rose. So some people love granny rose and like older. This is not like a typical rose scent. I do not like those scents, but I love this, and I get so many compliments when I wear it. The longevity is really good. It clearly projects well because I always get compliments on it. And this is like a baddie, but she's a sweet girl at heart scent, and I feel like that's why she's my favourite scent. I'm not saying I'm a baddie, but like low-key, I mean, I don't know. Just for how many compliments I get when I wear it, this has probably been my perfume of the year, along with my Herba Pura. These have definitely been my perfumes of the year for me. And then moving on, I've got two Sol de Janeiro sprays. I've got 68, which smells like it smells like a fruitier version of Baccarat Rouge. It's very, very, very strange, but yeah, that is how I would describe it. This is like a really pretty girl scent. It's very sweet, it's very fruity. And then 71, which basically smells like cookies. Like, it smells like, to me, this is what vanilla smells like. Velvet Vanilla by Mancera is a lot more floral. This is a straight up like you've just taken something vanilla scented out of the oven. It smells like cookies. First of all, these do not last on me at all. Second of all, both of them have a slightly mossy like after scent to them, and it does go away eventually, but like this, like it's like a damp cave scent is in there somewhere. It's really, really, really bizarre. I don't understand it. So these are basically like, I will carry it, like this one's nearly done because I've been trying to finish it. I will carry these around in like my gym bags, or like 71 is something where I'll put my bum bum cream on when I've showered, and then I might spray this all over to just, I like smelling like cookies on an evening when I go to bed. I wear perfume for bed. I know some people find that weird, but I personally don't. I like smelling good when I go to bed. But yeah, I don't find that these last long. I find they smell a little bit funky, to be honest, and they're definitely not my favourite. But if you're a vanilla lover, you will love 71, and if you like fruity fragrances, you will like 68. But those are the only two I've tried. I honestly just wouldn't recommend these. Like, I don't understand the hype with them. I know that some people love them, but I just don't get it. Like, they don't last at all. Like, people say that they last for like days and days and days, and I'm like, really? Mine's gone within like 2 hours. They just don't last on my skin. Maybe it's just my skin. Always get asked about perfumes now because everyone knows I've got like a keen interest in them. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about any of the perfumes, then let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. But yeah, check out allbeauty.com and Notino for getting these a bit cheaper. They won't have all of them, but they have quite a few between the two websites. I know that Notino has a lot of Xerjoff stuff on there. This one came from there. My Mancera's came from there. And now it's time to get my little ass to the gym. Okay, so let's get into my upper body workout from this day. I feel, if you don't already know, I mix push and pull together because I can't train chest, which means for push I can only really do triceps and shoulders, my delts, so I don't do a dedicated push day. I also find that my shoulders can grow quite quickly, quite fast, so I don't dedicate a ton of volume to my shoulders. But like I said, well, actually I don't think I have said yet, I've taken a lot more time off the gym now, so I've actually lost muscle mass, and I would be a big fat liar if I told you I'm not looking at this workout footage being like, where is my muscle gone? Like, whoa. No one else probably thinks this, but like, we are our own worst critics, and I just want to be completely honest about how I'm feeling. That is how I'm feeling. But starting off the session with shoulder presses. Before this I did my long band warm up, but I've done that on YouTube like a million times over, which is why I didn't include it, because it's incredibly boring. It's the typical long band upper body warm up that I did. And then I did shoulder press, so I did 7.5 and then I did 10 kilos because I've not done these in probably about 3 months. Then I moved on to doing a pull movement. I'm much more of a pull girly. I much prefer doing pull. I prefer working back, and it's something that I really want to work on. So I grabbed a rope attachment and decided to do some seated pull downs. I just love doing this, and there's something about sitting on the floor doing these. I don't know if it's like the direction I'm pulling in or what, but this feels so much better than whenever I like sit on one of like the cable towers to do it. Like, I love doing this. One of my favourite movements. I get an insane connection. One thing that I did want to note, by the way, I'm just moving on to some single arm pull downs here, is as you will see, I am actually like visibly struggling on my last rep, and not just in my face, it's also my reps are slowing down. A lot of girly pops, and I am the same as you, so I'm not coming from a place of judgment, but a lot of women tend to struggle with building upper body muscle, and they feel like they just can't build the upper body. And yes, we're all different genetically, and some people do grow a bit quicker on the upper body than others. Some people do genuinely have a harder time, but I would be willing to bet that some of you struggling with it, oh, look at those delts popping off. I'm just doing my lateral raises here. I would slow these down a bit just to note, but yeah, I would be willing to bet a lot of you do not train with the same intensity that you train legs. And if you don't want to, that's completely fine. But the way that you grow muscle on your lower body is the same as your upper body. You need to be training hard, you need to be training with high intensity, and you need to be pushing close to failure. I'm not going to say you have to go all the way to failure, because I really don't believe that you do, but you do need to be pushing yourself hard if you want to build muscle. So just check, you know, if you are complaining currently about your muscle growth progress and you don't feel like a certain body part is growing and you're training it consistently, ticking all of the boxes, check your intensity, because we just don't tend to go as hard on upper body as we do lower. Again, that's a sweeping generalization, but to be fair, with men, I find a lot of men complain that they can't grow their legs, and they hit them once a week. They probably don't have enough volume to get their legs to grow a significant amount, and they also don't train it as hard as they might train chest. So we're both the same, just cut from a slightly different cloth. And then I finished off my workout with some bicep work. I do train my triceps, but I honestly find my triceps grow quite quick. My biceps need a lot more work. Like, I don't really train triceps, and I'm even feeling my arm now. Like, I can feel I've still got like a good amount of tricep muscle there. So yeah, I'm just doing hammer curls here. I like switching around between hammer curls and like standard grip. But hammer curls basically just means your palms are facing each other when you're curling the weight up. They're not sort of facing the roof would be the best way that I could describe it, but you can see what I'm doing here. And again, you will have just watched my reps slow down pretty significantly throughout this set. I did leave quite a few reps in the tank because, again, I was just easing myself in. But yeah, that was my upper body session. Short and sweet mixture of push and pull. I am now back at home. My gym session was great, and then I went to go and meet Alicia for a drink, for a little coffee, and then I had a meeting with the queen, absolute queen, who runs my socials for my coaching page, just sort of looking at what we want to be doing next year and all that good stuff, which I really enjoyed. It was an hour and it genuinely felt like 30 minutes. Like, time just flies when you work with people that are just the best and so easy to speak to, and I feel so much better after that meeting as well, just to feel clearer in my mind about what I want to do next year, how I want to move things forward with my coaching, and basically all that good stuff. So I'm really happy with how that went. It was really nice to catch up with Alicia, and now I got home, I've unpacked some gifts that came today. A lot of the gifts that I ordered came today. I've made some tea, and me and Dan are going to watch the new season of Vigil, but I think I'm going to round off this vlog here. I was going to show you my Christmas shopping, but I don't actually know if people who I've bought presents for may potentially. Sometimes they dabble in my videos and I don't want people to see what I've got them, so I've realised that was a bit silly. I'm not going to include that, but yeah, this is like my last vlog of Vlogmas. My next Vlogmas is going to be like an educational glute day with me video, which I'm going to try and film tomorrow. So I just wanted to say thank you if you have enjoyed Vlogmas. Thank you for watching. I've not, to be honest, for years posted this frequently to YouTube, and I don't know if people have just been like it's way too much, or if people enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed it, let me know what you enjoyed about it. Let me know what sort of posting frequency you might want to see from me next year. But yeah, this is like the last vlog of Vlogmas. Like I said, I've got my glute video, which I want to go up on Thursday, and then next week I'm planning to do a video for then, which is basically going to be set my goals with me. I did one last year and I want to do one again, so I think I'm going to reflect on last year's goals, what I hit, what I didn't hit, and then do my mood board again, show you guys how I do it, my mood board, vision board, and then do goals together. So if there's anything you want me to include in that video, you know, if there's anything you struggle with when it comes to goals in terms of goal setting, please leave any questions or anything you want me to go over in the comments below, because I probably won't film that for another few days after posting this, so there will be time for me to rectify that. And then I want to make like a really solid plan for videos in January. Obviously I've taken a really good chunk of time off training now, so I'm actually toying with the idea of a series of me basically getting back into the gym, building my fitness levels back up, building my body back up, building everything back up, if people would be interested in that, because I know a lot of you are actually in the same boat at the moment. You've had injuries or you've been poorly. I know a lot of you on Instagram were interested in that, but my YouTube family is sometimes a bit different, so let me know if you guys would be interested in that, and I will happily do it. I don't mind. It's honestly whatever content you guys want to see, I'm happy to give it. But yeah, I feel a lot better after going to the gym today. I'm not like a huge upper body fan, but I just feel so much better for going and for moving my body. I feel like I was low-key going a little bit insane, and it's just a stark reminder of how much it does really help me mentally. Obviously it's not a replacement for therapy, but it does help me to sort of just blow off some steam, do you know what I mean? Just, it's a really welcome distraction, it's a bit of me time, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And for an upper body session, usually I wouldn't, but I did really enjoy it. Having injuries sucks. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Like, I am genuinely pissed off now with how much time I've had off training. If you watch my video taking a month off, I was fine with that, but it's now been like 2 months, 2.5 months of either just not training at all or just such bad inconsistency, because I've had injuries, niggles, other things, and yeah, it's not my fault, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and say that I don't care at all. I do care, and it has definitely been taking a toll on me, especially because I do really like the mental benefits I get from the gym as well, and I've not been able to get those. I've tried doing walks and stuff, but it's just not really the same. So I'm hoping to just be able to get back into the swing of things again. And obviously now it has been 2 months, so I have lost muscle mass. I do look different, my body does look different. I have gained a little bit of weight and also lost a bit of muscle mass. But to be honest, and I said this on Instagram, I'm not even saying this to be like, whoa, so optimistic, but when you've been training for as long as I have, you see progress so slowly because you've been doing it forever. It's a lot harder to progress. So I have never taken like this much time off or had this much inconsistency in years. And I know when you take time off, anything that you do lose, you get it back way quicker. So I'm excited to see like quick progress again, and I'm just excited to progress again. So that's my little silver lining, is it will be nice to actually see some quick progress again. So I am definitely excited for that. But yeah, anyone that's intrigued in my advent calendar shenanigans, I'm still carrying on with that on TikTok, opening it every single day. Obviously there won't be any more vlogs, not ever, but like for Vlogmas there won't be any more actual vlogs after this. So if you want to see what else is in my advent calendar, I'm posting it daily on TikTok. Yeah, let me know what content you want to see in the new year, any thoughts on anything I've just said, because I feel like I've just said a whole lot. But yeah, I have loved doing these vlogs. They have not been like the best performing videos I've ever done, but I've really enjoyed doing them, and I think that's really important. Obviously I want to make things that people really want to watch as well, but I have really enjoyed doing them even though they don't do as well. So I want to try and sprinkle some form of vlog in there every so often in between the content that performs a little bit better. I just enjoy it. I feel like I'm on FaceTime to my friends, like this is how those vlogs feel to me. So yeah, and I love watching stuff like this. So I mean, I don't know if people love watching stuff like this from me, but I love watching stuff like this. So it's the stuff that I also consequentially like to make. But yeah, I guess in terms of vlogs, guys, I will see you in 2024. But in terms of videos, I will see you on Thursday and I will see you next week. Have an amazing Christmas, have an amazing New Year, and yeah, the start of 2024 strong. I will see you in my next video. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to if you haven't already, and leave a comment below on anything you want to comment on in the video, because comments do help me out a lot. So if you could leave a comment if there's anything you want to comment on in this video, good or bad, to be honest, I don't really care. Leave it below. But yeah, good evening, have a gorgeous rest of your week, and I hope Christmas treats you well.